The pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Brady. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa. And, folks, I don't know what more you can say about Tom Brady, but I'll tell you this. On that last throw, he toppled another mark. 80,000 career passing yards. Congratulations to number 12. The career, we know how sensational it's been. And some gets through, and now an opening. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run. But defensively here, Charles, I'd have to imagine coming up with a game plan to stop Tom Brady. Many have tried, few have succeeded. But what do you see as their best course of action?
Well, besides stating the obvious, which is having great guys who can cover, and we know how difficult that is in the NFL, I say it's inside pressure. The guy's up the middle in his face because he's not the type of athlete who can get out to the perimeter and hurt you. He likes to step up in the pocket and throw downfield. If you have a couple of good pass rushers right in his face, right in his grill, that's your best chance to slow him down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, They have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
This one fielded at the 5. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible. But we watched it happen.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there. And now they'll be looking at a third down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
45.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Check, check, check.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. White. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Mac Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brady. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Giovani Bernard. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To throw, it's Brady. This is caught. It's Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Brady to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now up to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Jones on 3rd down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw again. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. There he goes, right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up, They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lavonte David. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. After the sack on first down, Jones got the connection here to Bourne. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
Come get some.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They'll try again with Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Here's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs continue to pull away here in this first half. extra point put through by Succop, and that will extend this big lead.
Patriots 14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England. Back deep, Antonio Brown. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. He stiff arms him. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On 2nd down, they go back to White again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. On the give, it's White. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. Well, kind of interesting for sure. It worked out for them. They only had a yard to go. You know, when you do that fake punt, you're kind of starting back further than you need to when you only have 1 yard.
Yeah, and I guess they felt like that was a true full fake, because most of the time with a yard to go, you leave your offense on the field, you run something from your playbook. But here, they gave the full impression they were going to punt it away and picked up the 1st down. It definitely surprised us.
I was going to say, surprise, surprise. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones, rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Now White. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
45, Mike, 45. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And caught by Henry. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
I smell fear in that offense. My game. Watch the run.
From midfield, here's Brady. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Brady's throw there complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. A giant hole up the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
Again, it's Jones. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Fournette. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
One set. Check Mike.
They go with White on the counter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Jones now on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Double time.
On 2nd down now, it's White. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean,